Welcome to Friday 15, Google's series of tips for busy small business owners. Give us 15 minutes of your time and we'll provide practical information you can implement immediately to grow your business online. My name is Whitney Lemon. I'm from Google's Get Your Business Online team, and I'll be your host today. I'm pleased to introduce our guest, Jade Wang. Jade is a community manager for Google Places for Business in Mountain View, California. In today's session, we'll focus on getting your business on the map. We'll discuss why it's important for your business to be listed on Google Maps, where your business can appear, and how to set up and verify your business listing on Google Maps. All right, let's get started. Jade, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks so much, Whitney. I'm really happy to be here today.
So today we're talking about getting your business listed with Google Maps. Can you start by explaining why that's important for businesses?
Sure. So it turns out that 1 in 5 searches on Google has local intent, which means that people are using Google to find information about local businesses and services. Whitney, I happen to know you're traveling a lot. How do you use Google Maps to find information?
Yes, I do travel a lot, and thankfully Google Maps is there. I love when I'm traveling to look for local restaurants and shops every time I'm in a new city. I use Google Maps to read reviews to make sure I find the best local spots. I check business hours, directions. I also use the maps to find links to the actual business websites in case I need more information. So I'm very happy that those listings exist. They're very helpful.
I'm the same way. Just last month, I wanted to get my car fixed, and I needed to find a mechanic that was close to my house. So I used Google Maps and searched for an auto mechanic, and it was super convenient. I was able to see where all the closest mechanics were located right there on the map. And there were 2 mechanics right around the corner from my house, which is fantastic. I was able to read descriptions and reviews about each one, and that helped me make my decision between the 2. And it turned out to be really convenient because one was open early on Saturdays, and I was able to just drop off my car and walk back to my house to wait while they worked on the car.
That's great. How's your car doing? All fixed?
It's all right, yeah,
So
Could be better.
how would a business get started creating a local listing for the Google Maps?
So you'd want to start at www.google.com/placesforbusiness. If you have a Gmail or a Google account, that's just an email address that's already registered with Google, you can just start by signing in on the top right corner. If you don't already have a Gmail or Google account, just go ahead and click Get Started for free to create one, and it's free. Sometimes it's tricky for people to figure out which email address they want to use, so just make sure that whoever will be updating the listing regularly is the person that registered that email with that password.
Great. So once you're all logged in, what do you do next?
So the first time you sign in, you'll actually need to go through Google's terms of services. So you want to review that, and then once you accept, you can start creating a business listing. So just get started by entering business details like the name of your business. This is the way it's going to appear on the internet, so just be careful not to make a typo. The address and the phone number, which will help people locate and contact your business. You'll also want to enter a category for a business, so just go ahead by beginning to type a word that describes your business, and you'll see a list of options that automatically appear. You definitely have to choose a category from this list without changing the word or the phrase. If you don't see a category that you think fits perfectly, just try some more, try a couple variations, and don't stop searching, just wait until you find one that you think matches pretty well. So after you've chosen the category that's the closest match for your business or industry, you can make clarifications and edit your business, you can edit your business description to clarify the category if it's not exactly right.
So what if a business doesn't want to show their address on the map? We work with many people who work out of their homes or their service providers that visit customers at their locations.
So you do need to enter an address to verify your listing with Google, but it's not required that you show this address publicly. If you want to hide the address, just select the checkbox that says, "My business has service areas where I visit customers at their location," and this will pop up some additional options and information for your listing. So you'll want to unselect the checkbox that says, "I serve customers at my business address." Now you can specify your service area, which is where you're willing to go and serve your customers. You can enter specific zip codes and cities if you want, or you can specify a radius around your business address of locations that you're willing to go. For example, if you live in Mountain View, but you're also serving the surrounding cities, you could, for example, choose a 40-mile radius around Mountain View, California, or you could just list out all of the surrounding cities that you're willing to go to, like Palo Alto, Sunnyvale, Santa Clara, and so on.
Okay, great. So what do you do after that basic business information is set?
So the next step is to verify your business listing. This helps Google make sure that you're the business owner and will send a PIN number to the address that you listed via a postcard. So you want to click the white box labeled Verify by Postcard. You can enter a contact name if you need to, and make sure to look at the screenshot of that postcard and watch out for that in the mail. You should be receiving it in 1 or 2 weeks. After you receive the postcard, open it to access your PIN number. This PIN number is going to work for 30 days, but you probably want to verify as soon as you can. So as soon as you get that postcard, sign into your account at www.google.com/placesforbusiness and click on the button that says Enter PIN. You can enter the PIN and submit, and from there your business should be verified. If you end up waiting more than 2 weeks and still haven't received a postcard, you can sign into your account and ask for another postcard just by clicking the button that says Request another PIN. You just might want to double check to make sure the address you entered is showing as you want it to.
Great. So once you're verified, how long will it take for your business listing to actually appear on Google Maps?
So it can vary, but the usual time between getting verified and being live on Google Maps is about a week. Something to note is that sometimes it takes a little bit longer from the link from the Google Places dashboard to work, but the listing might still be live. So after waiting about a week, you can check to see if the listing is live just by doing a Google Maps search for your business. So just log into Google Maps and type in your business name and the city to see if the listing has gone live.
Great. So once the listing is verified, what should a business owner do next?
So you can actually continue to build out your business information just as soon as you create an account. You don't necessarily have to wait for the verification process to finish. After you've put in all the basic information, you can click on Edit Information from the home screen and add more details about your business. You can put stuff in like hours, you can add photos, you can write a description, and all kinds of stuff. This stuff is technically optional, but it seems like a really great idea because that way customers can learn more about your business as they're searching online. This will also help Google pair you up with more searches. You can click on the gray pencil icon on the side to make changes and add information. And always remember to save every change because it's a pain to lose our work, isn't it? It's important to keep your information as up-to-date as possible. A great example of this in our warm weather is if you have extended summer hours or if you're closed down for the holidays or something, you might want to include that in your business listing.
Whew, so that is a lot of information, really helpful. Can we see an example of a published business listing?
Sure thing. Here's a great example.
Okay, so I see it has all the information that I need. Any other tips for optimizing a business listing so it looks more like this?
Yeah, so just make sure that if you're a verified business owner, you remember to go back and update and edit your information on a regular basis, just to keep everything up to date and current. It's also important to use good spelling and grammar just to make sure you sound super professional online and represent your business really well. Another great way to represent your business is to have pictures. So you can share your business with customers who are looking on the map and make sure you take advantage and add good pictures that showcase your business. Lastly, you should encourage your happy customers to go to your listing on Google Maps and write reviews about your business.
Great. I read reviews all the time, so I definitely think that's a good tip. Here is a small business question I received recently. I did not create a Google Maps listing for my business, but when I do a search on Google Maps, I see my address. Am I all set?
So Google actually gathers data from many sources, not just business owners, to show information on Google Maps. So even if a business owner hasn't created a listing, the business might still appear on Google Maps. So if you do find your address on Google Maps, it's still important to sign into Google Places and become the verified business owner of this listing because it allows you to have input into the listing and have a little more control over it. It's likely that if we grab the listing from another data source, it only had the basic information when it was automatically created. So you probably want to add more to it. You can correct any inaccuracies that are there, and you can make updates and add additional information like hours and photos that might not already be on there.
Great. Some really helpful information so that businesses can figure out how to get a listing on Google Maps. Thank you for joining us, Jade.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
If you're watching, let's talk about your action items. Start by searching for your business on Google Maps. Try searching for your business name and the city, and if you see it, great. You can sign into Google Places for Business and claim the listing. Once verified, you can make updates and changes. If your business does not appear on Google Maps, then sign into Google Places for Business and start from scratch using the directions that we covered today to create, verify, and build out your listing on Google Maps. Thank you again for joining us today. To watch past episodes, visit the Friday 15 archive at www.gybo.com/Friday15. On behalf of the entire Get Your Business Online team, I wish you great success growing your business.